Hola, buenos días, soy Nico. And today we're here for another wonderful week's worth of content. Well, yes, I apologize beforehand for anybody complains about my glasses reflection. I have an eye injury, so I have to wear my glasses to see. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive videos, weekly live streams, and be a part of the live streams where we have multifaceted conversations. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. And last video's comment was actually about Arquez and DZ, and they were like, not the Valentine special. Listen, that is not how I wanted to start off your romance-filled weekend. I hope everybody had a wonderful Valentine's and that you had a romantic rendezvous. I did not. I was in bed, but now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get started on the actual topic. Today we're going to be discussing another serious situation of DV. It is actually going to be surrounding someone I vaguely know and then someone I don't know. I say vaguely know because this is about Mojothic. He recently came online to discuss his relationship with his ex Ruby, and then Ruby came back online with his side of the story. So basically, I've run into Mojothic at multiple parties because we both live here in New York City, but I've never actually had a conversation with him or gotten to know him, but I've known people that he's actively dated and people that know him. So in this conversation, I will add in the stuff that I know, but you'll have to take that portion with a grain of salt. So I'm giving you upfront, some of this information is quote unquote hearsay, but it actually aligns with the story. And then I'll bring you the actual information that we have. So I was sent this story by a mutual who follows the both of us, where Mojothic basically came online and posted a video of him covered head and toe in human tomato sauce. Nico, there's certain words I can't say. It was a mess from the mark on his head all the way down to his pants. It was just going everywhere. And in the video, you heard his boyfriend saying, Mohammed, you have to stop the bleeding. You have to stop the bleeding. Like, you have to stop it or else you're gonna like pass out.
If anyone was wondering, this is what
Mohammed.
love is. Hey,
It's not funny.
This is what love is. Hey, hey.
Can you stop? No,
Hey.
please stop. You gotta get it from. Stop it from bleeding. You gotta stop it from bleeding, Mohammed. You gotta stop it from bleeding.
This is what love is. Hey. This is what love is.
Stop.
Hey. This is what love is. Hey.
Please stop.
And this is the mother that did it.
Yeah.
That was concerning to begin with, because clearly something happened. And in the video, he was basically saying, this is what love is. And I actually just escaped a situation with someone that was extremely volatile and aggressive with me. And this is a lesson to those that are watching, that if someone puts their hands on you the first time, that should be the first and last time, and you need to leave. So from there, he continued to explain how this person would taunt him and consistently berate him and attack him. He then brought evidence of his ex Ruby cutting up his passport, destroying his property, actively going against him. Though, what I will say, in some of these videos, he is bringing proof that there's destruction to his property and harm to him, but he's also exposing that he's a part of it. Nico, what do you mean? In a video he uploaded onto his stories of the two of them in bed arguing, he's basically taunting him saying, come do it, come do it. And he's like, I'll do it. And he's like, come do it. So you can tell they have a back and forth energy about them that clearly was fueling into the anger and the violence that was going on in the home.
Okay. Snap them.
Get away from me.
Snap them.
Get away from me.
Snap. You only came to me.
No, I was literally laying
I
here.
was in bed by myself.
And you came and started attacking me.
Because you said you were gonna snap.
You're
them.
violent.
You're retarded.
You're evil.
No, I'm not.
Leave me alone.
Snap them.
Leave me alone.
Snap them.
What is wrong with you?
Snap them. Snap the headphones.
No.
That's what you said you were gonna do. Snap them.
Yeah, if you touch them, I'm gonna snap them.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna snap them.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Don't touch me.
I'm not gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch the headphones.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. Get away from me.
Snap them.
Motherfucker.
From there, after he uploaded the torn up passport, after he uploaded the broken property, his glasses, some headphones, Ruby then came out with his side of the story, basically saying I was dealing with a narcissist. I was dealing with someone that was consistently cheating on me. I was dealing with somebody who I was actively trying to help them with their OnlyFans and career. He's just so ungrateful. He's trying to frame this specific way when Muhammad was actually able to bring back videos of him being harmed and injured. But once again, in the videos that he even uploaded himself, they're going back and forth. But Muhammad then came back to say, it's true that he's harassing me because people were asking me, why didn't you leave Ruby if you two had such a volatile relationship? And he opened up and said, I actually did leave. And he tracked me down, broke into the Airbnb I was staying in, and stole all my stuff. And I had to run outside barefoot to catch him. He then went on to show that Ruby was actively trying to log into his OnlyFans, which is his only source of income, and change his passwords so that he would be financially dependent on him, so that he would not be able to actually access his finances and leave. So at that point, the stakes are getting higher and higher, and I'm just sitting back thinking, clearly there is something here. I will not come online and say Muhammad is innocent or that he is a complete victim, because even in his videos he uploaded, he showed that he was taunting him and egging him on to get volatile with him. So you can tell it's a back and forth type of relationship. But I also want to say that Muhammad cheating isn't necessarily news to me, because some of his exes from the past that I've talked to would basically open up saying, I don't understand that how we're in a relationship and you're actively sleeping with everybody else, but you refuse to get intimate or have, super happy adult fun time with me. Basically insinuating we're in a relationship and you're just cheating rampantly and you're not actually engaging with me. So I've heard that from one of his exes as well. So that's the part you have to take with a grain of salt. But even then, if it gets to the point that Ruby said the reason he cracked him in the head with the bottle was because he tried to choke me in the kitchen, so I hit him in the head with the Conejos 400, and I'm just sitting here like, if it's getting to the point where y'all are arguing, if he's cheating, if whoever's cheating, the wrongdoings in the relationship is getting so pent up that you have to crack his pumpkin open, girl, it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. And I'm gonna say, Ruby, you're lucky that Muhammad didn't press charges, because I understand what you're saying. You're saying that he was also combative and that he cheated on you and treated you so poorly when you only tried to help him. That's not going to stand up in the court of law if you're assaulting somebody. Because it's not even in our Quest situation. Because when I covered our Quest and DZ, at least then you saw a couple lumps, a bite on his face. This man's pumpkin was cracked open, like juices and seeds falling everywhere. I had to word this very colorfully for YouTube. Point is, I'm on the firm side that both of them were encouraging this behavior. I do believe that they probably both got physical as well. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, Mojo's completely innocent. Maybe he did choke Ruby. But cracking him in the head with a bottle to the point that he's about to bleed out, it's too much going on. It's far too much going on, especially after the fact of not letting him leave. Because if he's actively trying to lead the situation, if what he's saying is true, that you follow him to his new place, that you destroyed his passport, that you destroyed his glasses, you destroyed his headphones so that he can't properly travel, that's psychotic. That's psychotic. But once again, no one in New York City was expecting this. All the people that I know, we're all just sitting back going, okay, why would you make this public, especially since the relationship is over? But I understand that aspect once again as well, because when people come forward about the experiences they had with somebody, it's usually a learning lesson and a warning to the other people that are involved. Once again, would I have filed a police report? Absolutely. But I can't tell them how to run their lives. But with that information, that's all we have on the story, and I want to hear your opinions down below. Did you see this random confession from Mojothic or his boyfriend? Did you ever know about his content before this happened? Have you been in situations where you're with somebody and you actively have a back and forth negativity fueled relationship, as in you could be chilling, y'all could be having a good day, and then you start to pick at each other? Because I've been in situations where friends or people that I've dated sometimes in the past, because I try to avoid this energy nowadays, where we'll just be chilling and they'll just start making fun of me, or they'll just start poking fun at me, and they'll just start trying to poke at you and poke at you and poke at you to get under your nerves. And if you respond, suddenly it's an overreaction and you're so dramatic and you're so blah 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 blah. So once again, do not tolerate that. And once again, one final time, because I've talked about these situations plenty of times on my channel, if someone puts their hands on you, they do not love you. As soon as someone puts their hands on you or threatens you, it is not worth it. Because I remember I was in a situation where I lived in Houston and I started dating this boy briefly. And I remember he told me that he had been through a DV situation. So I'm like, okay, he must understand. It must be traumatizing for him. I'll be chill about it. So I remember one time we were drinking and he made dinner for us. And somewhere through the night, he started picking at me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll make a joke about you. So I made another light joke at him, like the ones that he was making at me, and he immediately flew into a rage and said, oh, blah, 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 is this going to be a problem, and da-da-da-da-da, and started screaming within the time frame of like 10 seconds. And I'm just sitting here like, first and foremost, we known each other for like 2-3 weeks. Secondly, why would you pick at me if you do not want me to joke with you as like in retort? And why is your immediate reaction anger and violence? When I tell you that was the last time I hung out with that man, and he asked me to this day, oh, what happened? I'm just like, oh, I just wasn't feeling it, and da-da-da-da-da. Honestly, you flying into a rage within the span of 30 seconds because you made jokes about me and I made one joke about you, not worth it, especially because I don't like those kind of dynamics. But before I continue ranting, I'm going to leave the conversation up to y'all, and I would love to hear your experiences down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Boop. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, Ebony Flavor and Kimo. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and once again, thank you to everyone who supports the channel. In this week's live stream discussion will be over romantic deal breakers rather than requirements. If that sounds interesting to you and you want to have a quick little key, definitely tune in on Patreon on Thursdays at 5:30 and 7 p.m. CDT. Also, sorry if I'm like running on in sentences. I actually recently started taking depression and ADHD medication. Nico, I'm getting a therapist. I have a psychiatrist. Mental health is great wealth. When I tell y'all it is important to take care of your mental health, and I was told that my platform could possibly destigmatize like medication and therapy and psychiatry. So if I can help normalize that, I will gladly do that, seeing as how since I've started taking my medication, I've been on a consistent, it's nice here. It's very nice here. But with that, I'll leave you guys until the next time. Boop.